here, Finns here. I'm back for another video and it's time for another one of my Strictly reviews I'm dancing for on this channel where I talk about Strictly Come Dancing. And week 8 dances, let's get ready to dance. Look, apologies if I haven't been uploading any content of Strictly the last couple of weeks. I've been very busy at work. That's the last time I've done a review on this channel about Strictly. 2 celebrities have left, but let's talk about this week's. Sarah Davies left this week. It's kind of a surprise elimination because it wasn't her weakest dance. She did an Argentine tango, and it wasn't that bad. I did find the song maybe a bit too disco-y to be an Argentine tango, and maybe the draw didn't help her. I think coming after Reese didn't help at all. So maybe that's why she left, and I think the nerves did get the better of her in the dance-off when she was up against Tilly and Nikita. That did a quick step. I think maybe the judges did make the right decision saving Tilly and Nikita. I think Tilly and Nikita weren't that bad, but you know, the competition's really stepped up and they were first on, so maybe that didn't help them as such, being first on. But anyway, who else? We had AJ and Connie did a Paso Doble this week, which wasn't the best. She was wearing her EasyJet orange on, AJ. She made a couple of mistakes in the performance. Wasn't her best dance. I was really worried when she was bottom of the judges' leaderboard we were going to lose them, but luckily, thank goodness, they were saved, of course. Now, Dan and Nadia do American Smooth, which was very interesting as well. I liked it. I don't think the music that they were given really suited the theme, you know. It was supposed to be all partial classic, you know, style, while they were kind of given like a country song. What was it? Hit the Road or something like that. I just felt it, with the whole canes and that, the type of song, it just didn't suit the theme and such. It was a bit of a mishmash for me. But anyway, I thought it was really well danced. Maybe Dan could enjoy the dance a bit more on his face. Maybe it's so interesting that Greg gave it a 4 and Anton gave it a 9. That was really interesting scoring. I think we've never had that difference between a 4 and a 9. It's very peculiar. But anyway, I digress. Then Reese and Nancy did a Charleston, which really suited Reese. We all said this series, his energy levels are very high, and this was the dance for him. We knew that he was going to be really good at the Charleston when he was going to get it, and he got it in this week, and it really suited him. I think this was the dance for him, and he got a perfect 40, and it was deserved. Everything was in sync, everything was on time. I think it was really solid. Deserved. And then we had John and Johannes to Samba, and this really brought the energy back. I think this had a lot of fun, it had good steps. I think maybe how he leans John maybe affected some of the scoring, but it was a really good Samba, and yeah, really well done. And then we had Tom and Amy did a Vietnamese waltz. I gotta say, I got a little bit forgot about this actually. It wasn't perfect. His Paso Doble the week before, brilliant, 10s, yeah, that was brilliant. This was kind of a, it's alright. I was kind of thinking maybe they were going to be in the dance-off because the draw didn't help them, coming on after John and Johannes and then before Rose and Giovanni. But luckily they were saved. I don't think this was the strongest he's been. I think he was better in Paso Doble, so because he makes you stronger, and hopefully he'll come back stronger next week. And then Rose and Giovanni. Wow, that performance. They did a couple's choice, and it was kind of a contemporary routine. Oh my goodness, this is how you do couple's choice. Sarah and Aliash did couple's choice, didn't do so well. This told the story, this told emotion, and I think it was really brilliantly executed, you know, how the music builds and then it went silence, which I kind of knew they were going to do, but even when it did happen, it really kind of takes you back, you kind of forget that you can hardly hear any of this music that they're dancing to. It's just very incredible, and I'm looking at this YouTube channel on Strictly, and look, it's got, at the moment, 1.1 million views on YouTube at the moment. That's it for Strictly Come Dancing routine. That's only been out for the last week. That's, compared to everyone else, that's incredible. They must have got a really high televote on Saturday. Wow, it was really, it's just well done. Oh, yeah, maybe she could have had a bit more balance in the performance, but whoever choreographed that, it was really well done. Yeah, I'm glad they didn't make it to show dance. They just, you know, make it a contemporary thing, and it was actually well done. And kind of, at least they didn't have big props on stage, you know, as well. You know, it was just them. I just think it was just well done. Even the staging was well done, and it deserved tens. It deserved to get high scores because it was just well done. I think this is how the Rooster couple's choice should be, telling a story, than just doing whatever, you know. Yeah, I think with couple's choice this year, my issue has been like, what is couple's choice? What are they actually dancing to? Because if I just kind of wish we'd go back to like the couple's choice of like the couple choosing the dance, you know, either contemporary, commercial, theatre, jazz, you know, those times, than just doing let's do whatever in a routine and making it a show dance when really it doesn't have to be a show dance. But this was definitely the best couple's choice this year so far, really. Yeah, it just was really well done. Just really well executed, and just really brought some emotion. Even Anton got a little bit emotional as well. Really does. So yeah, that was the week 8 dance, and obviously the week before, which I didn't do a review, but I'll quickly talk about it. Adam and Katia left the competition last year. Adam Peaty being one of the fan favourites before the show began, and just made it to week 7. What did he do last week? He did a jive. It wasn't bad, but it could have been a bit more stronger. I feel maybe the kicks and the flicks. It wasn't bad. I guess it was just a tough week, and he was bottom of the leaderboard of the judges, which was unfortunate. But yeah, it's a shame that they are out, because considering they could have been like a really big, you know, they could have actually gone and won it. It's just a tough year. It's a tough year this year. It really is. I mean, even Sarah and Aliash, you know, although I didn't really like their couple's choice, did get better, and I was kind of surprised they did go out in their Argentine tango, because actually they weren't bottom of the judge leaderboard, and I thought the public vote would actually save them, but maybe they got a little bit lost in the draw on their week, you know. But you never know. And Dan and Nadia are still in the competition. I mean, I'm happy for them. I think with Dan Walker this year, he reminds me, he's having like a Chris Ramsey story. I think he reminds me of Chris Ramsey in the sense that people doubted him before the show began, but then people are warming to him as much, and then picking up the phone and voting for him. So I'm getting that kind of vibe, that Chris Ramsey vibe. And you know, I don't know, Dan Walker ain't going to win this year. Let's keep it real. I think he's still got hard competition. I'm still surprised they're still in it. That they are. Surprise! I don't know how long they're going to survive. I think it is getting really tough now. I think, you know, they need to really get the 9s and 10s more. Mind you, every week I say, oh, their weeks are limited, but they keep surviving. I mean, I'm happy for Nadia as well, because this is one of her best series, you know. She's used to getting out early in the competition, so it's nice to see her go far in the competition. Yeah, I just don't know. Yeah. That was week 8. Next week, week 9, it's musicals week. Yes, it's interesting. They've pushed musical weeks earlier this year because there's no Blackpool this year. I'm glad they're not doing a Blackpool not in Blackpool week like we had last year. Oh, mind you, we might have it after. Who knows? By this rate. Yes, we're going all musicals next week. Yay! Apparently it's the last theme week of Strictly, but it's only week 9, so what will they be doing in the quarterfinals then? Are we only having 3 themed weeks this year? Is there a Not in Blackpool week coming up? I don't know. Is there a Eurovision week? There needs to be a Eurovision week on Strictly. I mean, I've been saying it for years. There has to be. Why not? Why not? Just put it in the quarterfinals, In any case, what were your favourite dancers of Strictly Come Dancing in week 8? Who are you looking forward to in week 9? Comment down below in the comment section below. Like and subscribe this video, and I'll be back for more content very soon. So then, goodbye, people. Goodbye. Keep dancing.